Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to another edition of Michelle McKay Yoga. I'm sorry I was a little bit late, but we're gonna move. We're gonna move. So have your mat in a block. If you know that you're in a tighter body, it might be advisable for you to have a strap. And if it's difficult for your hands to reach the floor in any capacity, you might want to have two blocks, right? Two blocks. So while you're gathering your things and I'm gathering my things, I'm just going to put a little something in the chat just in case people need to know. Um, okay, here we go. Grab a block. Oopsie. Probably a bad angle. Grab a block and let's move. How about that? Okay, so you've got a block, you've got your mat, and let's start, oopsie, in a seated position, right? So let's see if you can start by sitting, with your shins crossed. Take off my socks. And sit tall. So that means you might have to sit up on a block, right? Or maybe you have some folded blankets, maybe you have a pillow. Whatever it is you need to sit up on so that you can have a tall spine. Sitting with your shins crossed, maybe even flexing the feet, depends, right? So you could flex your feet. And then lift up and out of the sides of your waist. And then imagine there is a string attached to the crown of your head, and that string is just allowing you to get lighter and lift more, right? So you're able to stack each vertebrae evenly on top of one another. And lift the heart, lift the chest. Roll your shoulders back and down. Chin is level with the ground. Crown of the head reaching up to the ceiling. As you breathe in, feel that your chest can expand. And then as you breathe out, try to draw the navel in and up towards the spine. So there's a sense of hollowing of the belly, right? Smooth, steady inhales. Smooth, steady exhales. And you're relaxing the muscles of your face. You're relaxing your jaw. Find the center of each sitting bone. And make sure you're not rocking forwards or backwards, but you're really on the center of each sitting bone. And let your hands rest with your palms facing down, or you could turn your palms to face up. Continue to breathe as smoothly and as deeply as you can in and out through your nose. Take a moment of pause here. Bow your chin towards the top of your chest. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your chin so it's level with the ground. Lean backwards, change the crossing of your shins. So it might feel a little bit awkward. And then take your arms out to the sides, turn your palms to face up, rotate your arms up, inhale, and then exhale, turn a twist to your right. So allowing your arms to help you to leverage, I should say, the twist a little bit more. And then same thing, as you inhale, you're gonna grow tall. Then your exhale, you're gonna try to revolve a little bit more, moving the left side of your chest towards the right side of your chest. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Stay here for the inhale. Then exhale, slowly unwind. Reach your arms out to the height of your shoulders. Turn your palms to face up. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, turn and twist to the left. So drawing your left shoulder blade kind of in towards your chest, and that right shoulder blade is moving a little bit away. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. This little itch on my foot, so strange. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, unwind. And let's come up to all fours so you're on your hands and your knees. Hope you all are doing well. We went from May gray to June gloom. Yeah, May gray, June gloom. What's happening? What's happening? Although there was a little bit of glimmer yesterday, there was a little bit of sun yesterday, but who knows? Maybe our sun salutes will factor in with the weather. So your hands are separated the width of your shoulders. Your knees are about hip socket distance apart. Lower legs are parallel with one another. As you inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly, maybe look towards your thighs. Inhale, draw the heart forward, lift the chest, lift your gaze. Exhale to round. Let's do a few more like that. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale to round. And then one more time. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round, and bring your bottom to the ground for a child's pose. So you're going to continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Then walk the hands and the arms over to the right, send your sitting bones to the left. So as you push into the ground, see if you can move the chest a little bit more towards your right outer hip. Now use your inhale to lift up, exhale to change sides. Pushing into the ground, lifting the chest, taking it a little bit more to the left. Inhale as you come through the center. Exhale, separate the hands the width of your shoulders. And then you're going to shift your way forward. Curl your toes under, lift up to down dog. And then anything you need to do when you're down dog, I'm just moving my feet a little bit from side to side so I get like a little bit of a hip sway. You don't have to do that. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet. You're on a forward fold at the back edge of your mat. And then have the feet be hip socket distance apart. Let your head hang. Your hips over your knees over your ankles. Take a breath here. And now separate your feet so they are the width of your mat. And then take that left hand to the right ankle and see if you can extend your right arm up. And then inhale, come through to center. Exhale, extend the left arm up. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, right arm lifts. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm lifts. Now take an inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your feet about hip socket distance. Walk back out to down dog. And then let's move a little bit forwards and backwards. So inhale, move forward to plank pose. After all, I did say the theme was let's move. Exhale, lift the hips, down dog pose. Inhale, glide forward, plank. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Twice more just like that. Inhale, forward plank pose. Exhale, downward dog pose. Let's do one more time. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Join your feet together. And inhale, reach your right heel backwards. As you exhale, take your right knee towards your right arm. Inhale, take it back to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee, left arm. Inhale, back and up to the ceiling. And now exhale, draw your knee in towards you. Bring your right foot all the way up, lower your left knee down. And inhale, lift the chest from the ground, reach the arms up. Low lunge. Keep breathing. Stay here to inhale. Then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Now, if this is too much, we're going to go into a twist. You can always put your left hand down. Otherwise, if you're ready, twist with me, hooking your left arm to the outside of that right thigh. Keep revolving your heart and your chest towards your right outer hip. Reach the crown of your head forward. Lengthen your lower back towards the back edge of your mat. Stay here for the inhale. Then exhale, you're going to unwind and come into a half split. So like a little runner's lunge. Runner's lunge, half split. Right hip keeps going backwards or keeps going to the right. Left hip moves a little bit forward. I hope that makes sense. Now you're going to inhale, bend your right knee. Curl your back toes under so your back knee lifts. Your feet are about hip socket distance. And as you inhale, rise. Crescent lunge. Palms face one another. Stay here for the inhale. Then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And once again, twist. So left hand could be on the floor, or you could hook your left upper arm to the outside of your right thigh. Keep reaching the crown of the head away from your lower back and your tailbone. Stay here, inhale. And now exhale, you're going to unwind. And now you're going to go into a pyramid stretch. Right leg's going to straighten any amount. Now notice with my left heel, it's not flat. So you don't need to shorten the distance between your feet, but do try to angle all 10 toes to face straight ahead. As you inhale, rebend your right knee. As you exhale, step back, plank pose. Lift the hips up and back, downward dog pose. Joining your feet together, inhale, reach your left heel backwards. As you exhale, draw your left knee towards your left elbow. Inhale, take the leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, leg back and up to the ceiling. And now exhale down through the center. Left foot forward, right knee lowers down. Inhale your arms up. You're in that low lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Right hand down or hook your right arm to the outside of your left thigh. It could be palm on palm. You can make fists. Try to align those elbows. Stay here, inhale. Now exhale, bring your hands to frame your front foot, curl your back toes under your back knee lifts. So your hip socket distance apart with the feet. And inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Hands to heart center, twist again if you're ready. Right hand down, right upper arm to the outside of that left thigh. Reach the crown of your head way, way away from your lower back and your tailbone. Oh, I forgot that half split. I'll go back to it. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, unwind. Place your right knee back down, straighten out your left leg. I forgot this part. You would have left uneven, or perhaps you would have noticed and sent me a message in the chat that I forgot something. Stay here, inhale. And now exhale, you're going to curl your back toes under, back knee lifts. Any amount, straighten out your your left leg. And notice that the right heel is not on the ground. So you don't have to shorten the distance of the feet. It's just a very long pyramid pose. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And then bend your knees, step back to plank. And this time you're going to come all the way down to the ground. So if you like, you can put your knees down first. Bend your elbows so they skim your ribs. And you come all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. You're in a cobra pose. You can gaze at the tip of your nose or the space that's in front of it. Exhale to lower. Slide the hands back, not quite to up dog, but further back than cobra. And then inhale, lift the heart, cobra pose. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, lower the pose. And let's take it into Shalabhasana. You could interlace your fingers with each other, or you could use a strap. Lift the arms off of the back body, any amount. And then inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. For this round, see if you can press your feet into the ground, but lift your chest away from the ground. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, lower. Hands underneath the shoulders. Curl your toes under so your inner thighs, they lift. Push into the ground, inhale, plank pose. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back. Now you're back to downward dog pose. Breathe. Allow your head to hang. Now bring your feet forward to meet your hands. Lift your heart, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Like we did on our bellies, let's interlace the fingers the non-dominant way. Might feel awkward. I think that's awkward. And then stretch the arms up and over, any amount. Chest expansion in your forward fold. Keep your arms as they are. Press down into your feet. Lead with your upper back. Inhale, come up to stand. Then exhale, release the hands, reach the arms up. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bend your elbows like a cactus. Inhale, re-extend the arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows. And then one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Release your arms to your sides. I'll have to make an adjustment to the camera. Hold on one second. Whenever I move my hands in a certain way, it can kind of throw the camera off. Sometimes I have to play with it a little bit. So you're learning all of these wonderful technical difficulties. Okay, so find your way to the middle portion of your mat. Stand either with your feet together or hip socket distance apart. And build your Tadasana. So you're pressing through the four corners of your feet. You're lifting your kneecaps, you're lifting your quads. Lift the heart and chest up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Chin level with the ground. Ardha Surya Namaskara. So inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, bow and fold. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale to fold back down. Now press down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale back to center. One more time like that. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale to fold back down. Press down into your feet. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale back to center. So if you're not already there, come to the front edge of your mat. And same thing, you're going to stand either with your feet together or hip socket distance apart. Rooted through your feet, reaching up through the crown of your head. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step your right foot back to a lunge. Bring your left foot back to meet the right, plank pose. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows. Inhale to up dog, maybe cobra if you're not ready. Exhale to down dog. So you're going to take down dog for 5 breaths. You stay in down dog for 5 reps, and I'm trying to figure this out. There we go. Okay, so from your downward dog, keep that shape, look forward, and then bottom of your exhale, bring your feet forward. You can step them there, you can hop them there. Lift your chest, inhale. Fold back down when you exhale. Root through your feet, inhale, reach the arms up. Look up. Exhale back to center. So same thing, but now we're just going to step back with the left leg first. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Now this time when you exhale, step the left foot back to a lunge. Right foot comes back to meet the left plank. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. See if you can keep your shoulders right over the creases of your wrists. And then exhale, draw back to downward dog. Allow your head to be framed by your upper arm bones. And then situate your feet so they're hip socket distance apart, and that the very center of your heel aligns with your second and or third toe. Take an inhale here, and then bottom of your exhale, bring your feet forward. Lift your heart, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Root through your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up, stand up, reach up. Exhale back to center. Sun salute A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, plant your palms, take your feet back, and lower your body down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a few breaths here. Press through your fingertips, the knuckles, the heels of your hands, even the webbing in between each finger. Try to elongate the breath. See if you can inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. From here, you're going to inhale, reach the right leg up and back. You could lift that hip higher and keep that leg straight. You could bend the knee to be a pointed or flexed foot. Stay here for the inhale. And then exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left. Inhale, left leg lifts. And then you could lift that hip higher. Keep that leg straight, or you could bend the knee. When you're ready, level off the hips. Left foot comes down to meet the right. Take an inhale here. And then bottom of your exhale, bring your feet forward. Lift your heart, inhale. Fold back down when you exhale. Press through your feet. Inhale, stand all the way up. And then exhale back to center. We're going to move right into sun salute B. Bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, see if you can plant the palms flat. Then take your feet back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left heel in and down. Inhale, reach up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot comes forward, right heel is down. Inhale, reach up to warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands back down, step it back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So it's 5 reps here. If you need a break off of the arms, you could come to child's pose. You could even bring your elbows down and come to dolphin pose. So ascertain what you need and do what you need to keep your body safe. Stay here for the inhale. And then bottom of your exhale, bring your feet forward. Lift your chest, take an inhale. Fold back down when you exhale. Bend your knees. Arms up, chair pose. Then exhale, stand, take a moment, pause, and breathe. Take your feet a little bit wide. And let's see if we can come into Malasana. So bring your hands to your heart center. The feet are turning out, the legs are turning out. And then slowly see if you can come down to Malasana. Stay right here. If this is too much on your knees, you can bring your bottom all the way down, soles of the feet together. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, hands to the mat, straighten your legs, parallel the legs, fold forward. You can hold on to your ankles, you can hold on to your big toes. I'm taking a hold of my big toes. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, hollow your belly and fold. Think of the elbows kind of framing the outer shins. Kind of balance the weight across the 4 corners of each foot. Allow the head to be heavily weighted towards the ground. As you inhale, lift your chest a few inches. Keep that lift. As you exhale, take your hands to your outer hips. Lead with your upper back. Inhale, come up to stand up. Good. Exhale, release your arms to your sides. Okay, here's where you're going to grab your blocks. We're going to do some hip opening. I'd like to see a warrior one at some point. Take your feet apart about a leg's length distance. If you have 2 blocks, you're going to place 1 block behind either heel. Rotate your right leg in the hip sockets. Slightly pigeon toe your left foot. Line up your right heel with your left arch. Open your arms to the height of your shoulders. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bend your right knee coming into warrior 2. Really spread your collarbones wide apart. Allow your shoulder blades to melt down towards your waist. Now turn your palms to face up. Reverse your warrior. Now as that right arm comes up, the left hand can rest on your left hip, or if you want to take it into a wrap, you could take it into a wrap. Deepen the bend of the right knee. Turn your chest a little bit to the left. As you inhale, come forward. So you're leaning towards your right side. As you exhale, take your hand to the floor or block and utilize that block either on the pinky toe side of your right foot or the big toe side. I moved it to the big toe side. I changed my mind. Let your hips drop a little bit. Let the chest lift a little bit. Back your head up so it's in line with your spine. Push down into your feet. Inhale, come back up, warrior 2. And then exhale, straighten your right knee. Parallel your legs, change your block to the second side. Put your hands on your hips and rotate your left thigh bone in the hip socket. So you're keeping that heel to arch alignment in your feet. Open up your arms to the height of your shoulders, take an inhale, and then exhale, bend your left knee coming into warrior 2, second side. So keeping the shoulders directly over your waist without reaching too far forward, without reaching too far backwards. Turn your palms to face up and reverse your warrior. Left arm up, right hand down, or maybe take that wrap. Right? Take an inhale, take an exhale, then inhale, reach to your left side. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm is still wrapping. A little bit of a bind, not full, just a little bit. And please be careful of the shoulders. So if you feel any pain in the shoulders whatsoever, forget the bind. Root down into your feet. Inhale, come back up. Warrior 2. And then exhale, straighten out your left knee. Parallel the legs so all 10 toes are pointing straight ahead. Open your arms to the height of your shoulders. Turn your palms to face down. Bring your arms behind you. Interlace the fingers at the webbing. Lift your chest. Inhale. Thank you already for giving me a thumbs up. Exhale, fold. So take a look at your feet. Can you maintain the lift of the arches of your feet? You draw your outer ankle bones in. And then reach the arms any amount off of your back body. Push down into your feet. Inhale, come up to stand up. And then exhale, join your feet together and just pause for a moment in Tadasana. We're going to go back out to that hip opening with triangle and half moon, right? We always do that every week. Reestablish your Tadasana, your mountain pose. And here we go. So, taking your feet about a leg's length distance apart. I'm going to keep the block on the little toe side of my foot because we're going to go into triangle on half of them. So rotate your right thigh bone in the hip socket. Slightly pigeon toe your left foot. Open up the arms to the height of your shoulders. Inhale, reach to your right side. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm up, triangle. And then we're going to sweep it behind us and step out into half moon. Transferring the weight onto the right leg, floating the left leg up. So you can stay right here, or you could bend your lifted knee and take a hold of your foot. Shavasana. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And then slowly back to triangle pose. So you want to enter and exit the same way, right? Push down, inhale, come up. Exhale, release, parallel your legs. I'm just going to do a little shimmy, shake to the other side. Do they call that a crawl? A crab? I don't know. Anyway, rotate your left thigh bone in the hip socket. Turn the right toes in, slightly pigeon toe, heel to arch. Open your arms to the height of your shoulders. Inhale, reach to your left side. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm up, triangle pose. And then if you don't need to, you don't have to look down, but transfer that weight onto the left leg, float the right leg up. For today, I'm bending my top knee, moving into Shavasana. Try to keep the left side of your waist and the right side of your waist equally long. Then slowly, triangle pose. Real careful, soft descent. Push down into the ground. Inhale, come up. Exhale, parallel the legs. Join your feet together and come to the front edge of your mat. How are we doing? Hopefully good. Okay. Bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, find your way back to downward dog. I'm going to do a chaturanga up dog, bend to down dog. But you don't have to. Bring your right foot forward, left heel high. Inhale to crescent lunge. Now exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward a little bit, shorten the distance between your feet, and then begin to move into your version of warrior 3. When you're ready, hands to the floor, standing split. This is a great place for you to use your block. So you could put your hands on your blocks and then try not to let your left leg, which is your lifted leg, rotate open. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, place your left foot down, not quite a leg's length distance, but now we're back to pyramid pose. Now we've shortened the distance. The first one we did, it was very long. The second one is shorter. Right hip back, left hip forward. And breathe. Bend your right knee. Slide your left foot way, way back. And then lower your left knee down. You can stay right here. You can bring your elbow, your forearm down with your left hand, or left arm. And then I'm going to reach back for my left foot with my right hand. You could pad up the knee because sometimes placing the knee down on wood floor is hard on the bones. And then release that. You're going to turn your right foot out. Plant your left palm down. And see if you can come to kind of like a floating or suspended Vashisthasana. And then release. You could do a chaturanga up dog. Or just back to down. Left foot forward, right heel is high. Inhale, crescent lunge. And my back's gonna be turned to you, but you know, Vashisthasana, you're professionals. Bring your hands to your heart, lean forward, shorten the distance between your feet, really firm your glutes, and then float that right leg up for your variation of warrior 3. Maybe observe the differences on right and left side. When you're ready, a standing split. Hands to the floor or to your block. Make sure you're not gripping or clenching your toes. Try to maintain that smooth, steady breath in and out through your nose. And then very lightly, you're going to place your right foot down, pyramid pose with a shorter distance, right? You can use a block or not. The left hip is drawing back, the right hip is moving forward, and all 10 toes are pointing forward. Lift your kneecaps, lift your quads, so there's engagement of the legs. When you're ready, bend your left knee, slide your right foot back, gently place your right knee down, and then you can have a straight right arm, or you could bend the elbow and place the elbow down. The left foot's gonna go a little bit out to the left, and then you're gonna reach back for your right foot with your left hand. And a good stretch for the hip flexor, part of the quad. And then slow motion, you're gonna release. And we're gonna come into that, I don't know, the modification, variation, whatever you wanna call it for Vashisthasana. So the left foot's gonna turn out, you're gonna roll to the little toe side of your right foot and see if you can just keep that top leg suspended just for a moment. And then back to plank, chaturanga, up dog, to down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And inhale forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows and come all the way down to the ground. Let's set up for Sphinx pose. So you're propped up onto your elbows. You're drawing your belly in. You're maintaining the lift of the heart, the lift of the chest. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Sphinx pose. And tuck the chin. Let's do forearm plank 2 ways. So really look at my feet. The tops of my feet are down. So I'm going to tuck my chin, lift my hips. I'm in forearm planks, but the tops of my feet are down. So hopefully you feel a different sensation in your core. And then place that down. Curl your toes under. Tuck the chin, lift the hips. Now my toes are curled under in my forearm plank. Now from here, walk the feet towards the elbows. You're in dolphin pose. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Stay here for the inhale. Then exhale, lower your knees. Child's pose, pause and breathe. So this is a good place to maybe do an inversion, right? Now your inversion could be legs up against the wall. Your inversion could be to lay on your back. I think I talked a little bit about shoulder stand last week, and I did a little baby one for you. You could do a handstand, a forearm stand. Maybe you feel like doing a headstand. So let's review that like briefly. Sorry, as I adjust my clothes. Hopefully that wasn't too traumatizing. So the thumbs go into your ears. Middle finger comes to the top of the head. And you want to be on the crown of your head. You don't want to be on your forehead. You don't want to be on the back of your head. You could also take the heel of your hand at your eyebrows and where your middle finger ends up, again, the crown of your head. I'll show you from the side and I'll show you with, utilizing the wall. And then when you interlace your fingers, it's not a death grip. You're interlacing the fingers at the webbing. Oopsie. And the pinky fingers, instead of stacking them, they're flush, right? So you make like a little, an igloo, a little shelter. How about that? A little shelter. So you're gonna bring that down, and your elbows are no wider than your shoulders. Crown of the head comes down, toes curled under, and you could just stay here, right? Or you could begin to lift your feet off of the ground. That's how it starts. So that's from the side. And then I'll show you utilizing the wall. My knuckles are gonna go right to the baseboard. It's a little workshoppy, but it's okay. Every once in a while we can get workshoppy. So move all of your things to a wall space. Right, so it's flush. And then I'm gonna do the same setup. The knuckles are gonna be at the baseboard. Pardon me for having my bottom to you. Make sure that there is no wardrobe malfunction. Come down, curl your toes under, lift up. And maybe one leg, maybe both. For your headstand. And then to come down, see if you can bring the knees into the chest, toes down, and pause in child's pose. Take a moment, and then take a slow count of 5, maybe even a slow count of 10 to bring yourself up to sit up. So you were just upside down. You gotta mindfully bring yourself back up. Slow motion, right? Pose, counter pose. Maybe move your things away from the wall. And because we were on our head, we're gonna do a twist. So if you can, bend both of your knees. Right arm behind you, left arm hugs in, take an inhale. As you exhale, turn and look over your right shoulder. Take an inhale, look forward. As you exhale, lean backwards, change the crossing of your leg. Left arm behind you, right arm hugs in, take an inhale. And then exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, look center. Exhale, lean backwards. And you can either sit with your shins crossed like we did at the beginning, or maybe you want to do bound angle, right? Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Draw your chin towards the top of your chest. Take an inhale. And then exhale, roll your head over to the left. Inhale, come through to center. Exhale, roll to the left. Inhale, center. Bring your hands behind your head, maybe interlace them. Lift the head up. Exhale, point your elbows up towards the ceiling. Open the jaw, let the head fall back. Then inhale, come through to center. Exhale, draw the knees in towards you, and then lay on your backs for bridge pose. We're just cruising right along here this Sunday, cruising right along. Okay, so you're laying on your backs. Knees are over your ankles. All 10 toes are pointing forward. You can take your arms kind of like robot arms. Push into your feet, push into the upper arms, and then inhale, lift the hips up. As you exhale, draw your shoulders towards each other. Interlace the fingers with each other. Stretch your knuckles towards your feet. Send your sitting bones towards the backs of your knees. And breathe, 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 breathe. Now you can stay right there, or maybe if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can go into Urdhva Dhanurasana. I don't know how pretty this is going to look. Arms straighten, legs straighten. Or you remain in bridge. Keep your arms like that. Can you lay your upper body onto your arms for a moment? Huge stretch in the shoulder. And then lift the hips up, release the arms. And then take your left outer ankle above your right knee, kind of like a figure 4, but then let the legs drift over to the right. We're kind of like a figure 4 setup with a spinal twist. And then inhale, come to center. As you exhale, place your feet onto the mat. Take your right outer ankle above your left knee. Keep that figure 4 shape as you take it into a spinal twist. And sometimes you feel a little bit in the hip flexor when you do it this way. So experimenting, right? Every day is different. Every body is different. So figure out what you need and make the practice work for you. Then inhale, come through to center. As you exhale, draw your knees in towards you. Maybe take a happy baby. Cross your right thigh over your left thigh for a very reclined cow face, Gomukhasana. See if you can anchor your lower back and your sacrum on the mat. And then switch the legs, left thigh over right. I think sometimes we refer to this as shoelace. Oh, so many different names for so many different poses. Hug the knees into the chest, lift your forehead up towards your knees, make yourself compact. And then release, lay back for Shavasana. So you can let the legs roll open, the arms roll open. Give yourself room so you're not running into your equipment like I just did. Let the legs roll open, the arms roll open. Some of you might even like to do legs up against the wall for your Shavasana. And I would recommend 5 to 10 minutes of Shavasana because we so often neglect that part of the practice. And after you've had your 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to stretch your arms overhead, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, draw your knees in towards you. Roll to one side and slowly bring yourself up to sit up. Take your time to arrive and get there. Right? There's no rush. There's no rush. And as you sit here in Sukhasana, allow your mind just to remain on calm thoughts. Notice the quality of your breathing. Notice the quality of your mind. And bringing your hands to your heart center, allowing your heart to lift and your mind to bow towards your heart. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this kind of video, give this video a thumbs up, hit that red button to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I go live, which is typically Sunday at 1 o'clock. I was a little bit late today. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of your day, great week. Keep good thoughts out there for job search. Let's not forget about that. And thank you for joining and subscribing. And welcome back to another edition of Michelle McKay Yoga. Stay well. Peace out, yogis. And ciao for now. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We moved. Don't forget to leave a comment. I'd like to know who's coming in. I'd like to know who's in the chat. I'd like to know who's coming in live. It's good. It's good to move. It's good to move. It's good to move. Hi, Stephanie Gray. Hey. I'm sorry I was late. But I'll be on time next time. I wanted to shower. I wanted to be clean. That's why I look bare bones. All right, you guys. Thank you, Stephanie. Love you all. Yay. Thumbs up. Have a great week. And you can email me. If you need anything, call me. You have my phone number. Call me. Reach out and touch. Hope your job is going well. Okay. Love you, everybody. Ciao. Peace out. We'll see you next Sunday. All right. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. All right, everybody.